What's going on, y'all? It's your man Quincy Whetstone, aka Q Stone, and welcome to another episode of the BeatStreet Podcast. Before we begin, man, y'all make sure y'all like, y'all share, y'all leave a comment, y'all let everybody know that this is going on, because I need y'all support to keep this thing going, man. So today, man, I got my brother, man. I met him about over a year ago, man. He came and supported the Sacred Stone Studios with his podcast, him and his wife, man. The Relationship Shift podcast, man. This my man Jesse Moore. What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, Q Stone? What's up, man?
Man, ain't too much, man.
Man, thanks for having me, man. I'm excited.
Yeah.
This is a pleasure, man, to be here sitting with you, man, you know.
Yeah, man, I'm glad you came, man. I'm glad you was able to come on through, man. I finally got you on here, man.
Yeah, finally. Yeah, look, let's roll.
Yeah, man. So, man, just give me a little of your background and how you got started into music, man.
Man, first, well, I actually started in church.
Okay.
I think every musician that has ever probably started, or even R&B singer that I know, had a foundation of church. And I was actually watching a guy that I really was my role model. His name was Rob Robinson, and he kept me in, you know, music and bringing me around. And I watched him play. He was playing for Harry Belafonte and Freddie Jackson and stuff at the time, and Jonathan Butler. So he played for a lot of artists, man. And I was like, man, I want to be like this guy. So as I started learning how to play, you know, start getting good, then I started touring, and I toured with Joe. I toured with Intro. Did produce with a lot of gospel artists in the New York area. So, and then just kind of been producing from there, man. And you know, now I'm kind of working on something myself, working on my own project, man. Cause I mean, music is like now my expression, man. It's how I communicate. So yeah. So you know, that's,
I mean, how was that, man? With Joe, man. Touring with Joe.
Man, touring with Joe was. It was tight, man, because he was really like when I toured with Intro, man, it was different because we was real laid back, real relaxing, man, and we got into trouble. But with Joe, it was different with him because he didn't allow you to do nothing until after the show. You couldn't go out, you couldn't go to the mall and get to know the city, do like, you know, like with Intro, man. I was probably doing that, man. I was late to a couple of sound checks, man, because I was touring the city and didn't know where I was going, man. And, you know, but they didn't care, man. They was there, you know. They knew the band was going to be tight, but Joe's camp was way more different, man. They monitored everything. But I understood because, you know, they wanted the focus to be on doing the job at hand. So it was, and Joe's amazing, man. He's he actually plays every instrument, man. So even in the rehearsals, man, the rehearsals were tight, but they were tight, man. But he got on the instruments, he got on the keys, he got on the bass, the guitar. You know, he's a phenomenal musician. He knows his music, and he's such a musician till he knows when the music is not right.
Yeah. Because he wrote his own music, right?
He write his own music.
Man, what that jam, man, he had, man. All
the things your man won't do.
Yeah, that was the jam, man.
That's what kind of started. Actually, another friend of mine, like almost like we like family, man. Noel Goring. Man, he did a lot of the stuff on there, man, on that album. So yeah. So so like I said, I watched a lot of musicians coming up in the church, man, and just kind of seeing, you know, them go to the other level of me, because it's not just playing and just out there, just really it's a whole level to music, man. Music is not just one level, man. It's everything, man. It's expression, it's producing, it's the business part of it, man. It's a lot that comes with music, man, you know.
Yeah, so who did you grow up listening to?
Man, I grew up listening to George Duke. A lot of my uncle put me on a lot of Spiral Gyra. I listened to a lot of jazz artists, man, and Najee, stuff like, you know, Najee, a lot of, you know, jazz, like contemporary jazz artists, man. I love to listen to Bobby Lau, guys like that, man, because you know, they did their own music, you know.
Yeah.
And I admired people who really musically was able to express themselves and put it out on the wax, man. So that, yeah.
So what do you have a favorite style of music that you like to play, or you just kind of?
I love music. It doesn't matter what kind it is, man. You know, and then I think if you lock yourself into a favorite type of music, you know, I think you lock yourself into one level of just expression and one language. You know, if you want to kind of put a good interpretation of it, and you want to learn. When it comes to music, you want to learn all the languages. You want to learn everything. I listen to Hispanic music. I listen to country music.
Yeah.
I listen to rock.
Yeah.
I listen to it all.
Yeah,
man,
grab a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, man.
Yeah.
So it kind of like that's the direction my music don't have no direction, you know, the stuff that I'm producing. It's just what I feel at the time, you know.
Yeah, so and you from New York, right?
From New York.
What
man.
part? What part?
Brooklyn.
Man, tell me about that, man. Just give me a little bit of that. of that, man. Brooklyn, man, young musician on the streets, hanging out, you know, on the scene, wherever. Just give me a little, give me that. Give me
man,
that.
well, Brooklyn, man, it's a different beast. I mean, because you know, well, good thing I say about it, Brooklyn, is that being raised, you're not just raised by your parents, but you know all the kids that you play with, you know their families, and you know all the people that you hang out, you know their families. So a lot of times it ain't just your mother saying get inside before the lights get turned off. Yeah. It's the other people's mother. All right, you got to come inside and y'all better go home. So it was like that. But I enjoyed my childhood. I was able to be a child in New York, you know, play sports, man. And coming to New York, we didn't have gyms and stuff like that. You know, we had playgrounds and we didn't have gyms, you know, we had to go work out in the park, you know what I'm saying, and use the monkey bars to do pull-ups and stuff like that. So we made our games, man. And, you know, even we didn't have pools or community centers to go to. We had fire hydrants that we played on, you know. So, but it helped me, man, because like I said, I was able to, even coming out of that, when you made it out of the hood, man, you know, you did something, man. So that was my way to really kind of like not stay playing on the streets, man. You know, music kept me going, and I was playing here somewhere. I was going out of town to play here, man. But I really thank God for my experience in New York, because, you know, the song, there's a Yankee game. After the game, there's a song that says, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah.
So because New York is that hustle and bustle, man. It's that fast life, man. You know, so it's survival of the fittest, man. You gotta survive in New York, or you're gonna get swallowed.
Yeah.
You know,
so
really.
a lot of people, well, they used to want to go there, but I don't know how it is now, because everybody want to live a little cheaper nowadays.
Oh yeah.
So what would you tell somebody who want to go there?
New York is a great place to visit. It's a great place to visit. It is truly the city that never sleeps. You can find a restaurant open at 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. There's something open in New York. So it's a great place to visit. It's a lot to see, and it's also a lot to do. But to live there is something different.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It is something different to live there, man, because, I mean, the prices are ridiculous, man. I mean, you know, everything is high. Yeah. Everything is high. One-bedroom apartment is about $3,000 in New York. Yeah. And that's mortgage right there, man.
Yeah,
You can have you a mansion for $3,000.
For real, man.
As opposed to a one-bedroom apartment that you giving away that money to somebody else.
Yeah, it's starting to spread everywhere now, too, man.
Everywhere, man.
Yeah, man. So, how did musician Jesse become into producer songwriting? Was that something that you always did at first, or?
Well, I think but coming up in New York, man, I had a lot of friends that really liked, you know, because with me, man, I just wanted everything to be perfect, you know, even when we rehearsed, and I guess those characteristics, some people just brung me in the studio, and then just my first experience in the studio was I was working with Chris Rock's uncle. His name is Ray Rock.
Yeah.
And Ray Rock. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, his uncle, man, and he had a studio in Brooklyn, man, and I went in and he had everything, computer set up. But the way the ideas that were coming, because it's like I heard it in my head and I was able to put it down, and I was making tracks like 5 minutes, man, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was like, whoa, okay, wow, I didn't know I could do this. But it just went on from there, like, dang, like, okay, now I know how to do it. But my fault was I had too many things going on that I didn't focus on. My focus wasn't on producing like it should have been.
Yeah, okay.
But the thing is, I can. So, now I'm going to put it toward, like I said, doing my own thing now. I helped a lot of people. I got a couple of gospel artists that I wrote songs on their albums.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, being in that studio with Ray Rock, man, I'll never forget it. It was a learning experience for me. I actually, like, the light bulb went off, like, duh, I actually could do this, Yeah. And I didn't think I could, man.
Yeah, man. So what did you use when you first made beats? Have you always been using Logic? Or
No, man, when we was doing it then, and then, like, I was working with Intro, man, like me, man, Buddy from Intro, that is my guy. Man, we was using the MPC, the MPC 60.
Okay, so I got the 2000 back there.
Yeah, with the 60, with the floppy disk.
Yeah. I know you're talking about it.
And right now, we got a library, man. He still got those floppy disks today. Like, we just, even with Intro, man, Kenny had the whole thing locked down, and we tried for all 3 albums to get songs on the album. Buddy actually wrote one of their hits, and Buddy's an excellent songwriter, man. If y'all don't know from Intro, man, I'm working on some stuff with them as well right now, but working with them, man, that MPC, man, just learning how to do the bars, and and now
You can put them up a little bit.
Oh yeah, working with the bars. I'm sorry, working with the 8 bars, and just learning that MPC. That was the thing back in the days.
Yeah,
man.
that was thing.
That MPC, man.
And they trying to, cause younger producers wanting to kind of go vintage now with them too, man.
Yeah.
Cause they kind of want that raw. It's like a analog sound.
The analog
when
sound,
it's coming
man.
out the quarter-inch cables into the system, and it's not on the computer already.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I think true is like, it's like you got to really, because in the computer you can correct your mistakes in the computer.
Yeah. That's
and the MP, man, you can't. It ain't
no.
It ain't no mistake corrected. You got to play this thing right, man.
You gotta play it right,
Go
man.
with play it right, man. So it was only thing you can do is quantize, but the mistakes you could not.
Yeah, man.
How the computer, you can move this note, make it right, move this note. You know what I'm saying? If you can't play it in this key, you can go ahead and move it again.
Yeah, man. So did you get, are you in the hip hop?
Yeah.
Who you jam hip hop, man? In the hip hop?
Man, I'm an old school hip hop guy, man. I like Busta Rhymes.
Okay.
Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Tribe Called Quest. I love them guys, man. Q-Tip, man. Me and Q-Tip went to school together, man.
Okay.
So Lucy Pearl.
Yeah.
I love the musicality of those rap artists, man. Not just throwing something together and baby ding ding ding.
Yeah.
I mean that's the young generation now, man. But I like the musicality. Even still in those artists, man, they use music, man. They were very creative with their music, and then they put the lyrics on top of the music.
Yeah. So what you think about, like, now and today? Like, I know it's different, but what's your take on now? I mean, from back then and today with the music and everything.
I just think there's the creativity today, as opposed to when I was growing up, is a lot different, man. And like I said, what we had and everything that we had back in those days was not accessible to what they have now, man. They have YouTube. I see a lot of producers now sampling stuff off of YouTube.
Yeah.
We didn't have those.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
We didn't have that growing up, man. So it was like you really had to be able to understand producing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or in playing and creating the music. It was no help.
Yeah, you had no help. Yeah.
You had to know what you were doing, man, and you had to really be able to hear to put production together. But nowadays you don't have to. You hear a good song.
Yeah.
You can use some of those things. Just get the little permission, the copyright permission, and throw a song together right now, man. And they even got apps that can.
Yeah, man, you can make a beat on your iPhone,
you can
iPad.
make it. And it
sounds good.
And it sounds good, man. I know one artist. I forgot his name, but he loaded down on the app, man, and that album went platinum, man. I forgot his name, but he got it off an app, man. It was like 3 piano chord song, and that joint went platinum.
Yeah, it's a lot. People want things a lot simpler nowadays too.
Yeah. But why is that?
I think it's just the times, man. Everything is just dumbed down, and then so people just want everything simple, man. They don't want to hear all the instruments playing. They just want it to be open and just some drums.
I play my instrument stuff now. They be like, "Oh, that's good, old school," but man,
hey, I'm
but it's like, dude, you know what I did to do this track? Oh, that's good, old school, but you know, man, them drums sound outdated. Yeah. What?
Hey, man, I'm telling you, hey, they want some of the 808. That thing.
They want that 808, man. They want that party. Man, they want listen.
Yeah.
Listen. So I mean, it's cool, man.
Yeah, cool.
But like I said, I always tell people, you never throw away Michael Jordan rings.
Yeah.
I don't care how old they are. You always respect him for winning 6 championships.
Yeah.
So when it comes to even old school music, man, you gotta respect. You can't throw it away.
You can't,
because that's what paved the way for the music today.
Yeah, it's timeless, man.
It's timeless, man. It's timeless.
It's timeless. They still, everybody still jamming it.
Man,
they jamming it.
Man, look. What's his name? Before I Let Go. Frankie Beverly.
Yeah.
That song. That one song. Well, he's written a song for a lifetime.
Yeah.
That song it has been sampled and redone by some rappers.
Yeah.
I know G Unit did the thing over.
Okay.
Yeah, G Unit did a rap off it.
And then Beyonce, right? That's what. Ain't that no? What's that song that she got?
That's
not
the
that
Gap
song.
Band.
I'm thinking about
the Gap Band.
Something else. Yeah,
outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah. G Unit did a rap over that.
Okay.
But I listened to it because of the song.
Yeah.
Not because of what they said.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So, about your laptop.
Yeah, man. I got a couple of just some a little sample of some things that I'm working on, man.
Yeah, man. Let me hear a track, man. Let me hear what you got, man.
Yeah,
Put a jam selling this Jesse Mo, man. One of these.
They may say these drums are outdated, man, but hey, look, I got it off the laptop already. Man, when I did this, man, I was thinking about driving over the New York Brooklyn Bridge. You know what I'm saying? With the top down in the summertime.
Yeah. Hey, they don't appreciate that change no more, man.
No,
they don't appreciate that.
No, not at all.
No, man, they don't appreciate that. So do you hear melodies when you come up with the beats, or do you just let other people come up with the melodies, or just?
No, I come up with I come up with it all.
Yeah.
How I start, man. Like I'll just feel a drum beat, because that's what really. Because even in playing in bands, I understand that the foundation is drums.
Yeah.
So I lay down my drums first. So after I lay down my drums, then now I'm hearing all of the different melodies that go with the drum beat.
Okay.
Because the drums is the foundation of I just got that for playing in bands, man. All over.
Yeah, the
rhythm.
rhythm.
Drums and the bass.
Yeah,
that rhythm is what holds the song together.
That holds it together,
and
man.
It makes that song.
So I asked other producers this: do you name your tracks when you making them, like just whatever, Or you just kind of say this is number 1, number 2?
No, you name the tracks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good to name them so you know where what is, and you know what I'm saying. So if you have to bring the levels down or whatever, you know.
Well, no, I mean like the whole track, the beat itself.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So like, is it just whatever you feeling? That's what the vibe that you name it.
Well, right now, until I write to the songs, it just named Jesse number 1. Or
Okay, that's what I say. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Jesse
okay.
number 2. So I honestly don't. I got about 40 songs and.
Okay, you do my numbers.
I go by number system right now.
All right, what's this one?
This is a little something, man. I think I just came up with, man.
Okay.
Let me see what. I'm trying to get like these little, I said something like the day.
Yeah. Right there, yeah.
Put the 808 in there. AQ, man. Hey, look, man. I'm trying, man.
Man.
I'm trying, man.
And are you using drums off of Logic?
Yeah.
Man, I got a whole drum bank I'm gonna get to you.
Yeah, please, man.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
I was working with this artist, man, and she told me, man, them drums sound outdated. I said, what?
Yeah,
no.
Man. So do you do any sampling, anything like that? No, none of that, huh?
No sampling. This little club track I did. Take it to the club. Yeah, I'm playing everything live. Yeah. Take it to the club a little bit, man. What you think, man?
Yeah, I like that. I
you like that?
I like
a little
that.
something different, man.
Something. Yeah.
You know, but like I said, I don't know. See, that's the killer. See, that's what helps me a lot, because I play.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to sample.
Yeah.
So I don't even know how to do. Yeah, man. I don't even know how to do it.
Yeah, man. That's sampling is so much more bigger now, because you can get samples from sites now. It's already cleared already, but anybody can use them and stuff like that. So man, people be selling those sample CDs.
Oh, serious?
Like guitars and stuff like that.
Now I know Logic got like some they got some sounds that really like, you know, that make.
Yeah.
So I use like some of the Logic sounds on here that do that, but as far as like the sampling, I don't do it, man.
Yes. I mean, so do you use drum tracks in church, or the drummer do it? Like, do y'all use like the little, you know, like? Yeah.
That's because that's what church is going to now.
Yeah.
The drum track. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it's gone in.
Yeah.
They got actually an app. They got all of the gospel songs on there.
Yeah.
And the gospel loops. So to the song, to the actual song.
Yeah.
So they just.
So let me ask you this question, man. I was talking to, I think, Marcus about it. So the musician world in the church, like do you get up and walk outside when the preacher start preaching? I'm sorry.
I refuse to answer that on the ground that may incriminate me. Nah, but I'm you know me, Marcus. I'm straight up. I'm honest, man. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I just want to. I mean, so what?
But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm just listen.
Yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah,
Don't shoot. But when it ain't really. Because the thing is, man, we all go to church for a purpose.
Yeah.
And if I'm not getting that purpose, and I'm bored, and you ain't saying nothing, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna have to use the bathroom, and I don't have to, but I'm gonna have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
But if you preaching that word and you really digging in and you, because here's the thing, a lot of people don't realize that musicians are souls too, and they forget about the musicians. So the only thing they expect the musicians to do is come play. Yeah. But they don't realize that we got families and that we deal with stuff too, that we need special stuff, special words, special, prayer, and they forget about the musicians. Yeah. So you forget about me, I'm just here, and when it comes to the point where you just here making a check, then you're not there.
So you're saying, so sometimes it's like a detachment from the pastor and the musicians. Like they're not really part of the church.
No, they're just there.
Yeah.
They're there on a post of duty.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
Yeah.
So of course what you gonna do? Go to the bathroom. You gonna get up, get some water until it's time for your cue when he get up and he starts squalling, and then and you know it's time to come in and play.
So how you ever dealt with one of those pastors who call out the bands or anything like that? Yeah. So what you think about, is that normal? Is that like a good thing, or is that
like? It's not good at all.
Okay.
It's not good at all. Because my thing is, again, don't use the pulpit to deal with an issue. Yeah. When you can really understand, like I said, a lot of pastors miss that connection because they don't understand that we are people and we have issues ourselves. So could you imagine to call out somebody over the mic who has an issue? You may trigger something from this guy that may cause him to quit that day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So a lot of pastors miss that. They miss that, man.
Yeah, 'cause I saw a video and it wasn't the band, it was a choir. And the pastor just like, y'all stop it. Didn't y'all practice this weekend or something like that?
That's crazy.
I was like, is that right?
No, I mean, that's not right.
That ain't right.
Yeah. Because that's not what it's about, man. And we've come to church believing that, that we got to have this spirit of excellence, this spirit of everything got to be tight. Yeah. But it's like, what does that have to do with the souls that's in there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So what's next for Jesse? What you got? What's your goals? What's your plans with your music, man? And
like I said, I'm working on my album, and I'm gonna release it February 2023. Okay. So my album will be out. I'm working with some artists. I'm actually working with another artist signed to this new entertainment company, 6-in-1 Entertainment. Her name, actually, she's not new, but she's out there, the UK. She's a UK artist. Her name is Yummy. Okay. Yummy. She's she got a good little thing going on right now. So I'm presently working with her on some soundtracks. So I'm working on some soundtracks, man. Working on my album, man. And musically, I really want to do a lot of jingles as well. You know what I'm saying? So I'm working on that. And
so how do you go about just getting your music to people? What's your strategy? Like,
I know a lot of the people.
Okay. Yeah.
It's who you know. Yeah. So I know a lot of the people, man. And before, like I said, I waited. It's never too late. But I just believe when it's your time, it's your time. Yeah. And I think if I would have got out there earlier, I probably would have not appreciate what comes with it. Right. I would have took advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Because of where I was. But now I'm a lot more settled, and a lot more mature in my mind and my head. So I think right now I'm ready. Now I'm ready to release my music and now start working with these artists, man. So
cool, man. But I'm gonna read something to you and you tell me what you think, man. Talk about this.
Okay.
You already know what this is. This is Proverbs 16:9.
Okay, come on.
A man's heart plans his way, but the Lord directs his steps.
Man, listen. That is so profound, man. First of all, that is coming from the heart of Samuel. And he's explaining the direction, like every time we do something, now we can have a desire to do something, but it not be the will that God has for us to do. That's why it's so important to follow the plan that God has for our life, because if we do that, we'll never go wrong. And a lot of times, because we see what we like, or we see certain things, we go by what we see, and then that gives us a desire to now go after it. And I know sometimes the scripture does say he'll give you the desires of your heart, but it still has to line up with what God has for us to do. So I'd rather not go at all than to go left. Meaning, like, if I go left, then there's a whole long of a direction that I got to do to go back, lining up to get right. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather just wait and have him tell me, okay, go this way or go this way. So this way I don't make my journey a lot longer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I take from that, like, you think you know what you want, but if you let God lead you, he'll give you what you want, and even more than what you even thought that you wanted.
That's right.
You know,
right.
And it still, and it satisfies you too, because you thought that you was going to get it this way.
That's right.
You still got what you wanted, but not how you thought you were going to get it.
That's right. A friend of mine was telling, and he's a musician friend of mine, but I'm gonna tell his story, but it was so profound. He said he normally goes to a Quick Trip gas station, right? And him and his wife was on their way back, but they decided to stop on to the it was an Exxon. So when they went to the Exxon, he filled up the gas tank, and then him and his wife got a cup of coffee, and the cashier said, "Don't worry about it, it's on me." And no, he said, now normally he's used to going to the Quick Trip, but he said because this is what he normally does and normally what he likes to do, he would have missed his blessing going to the Quick Trip instead of going to where God had his blessing at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's, I was like, that is so true. A lot of times we get so used to doing things and get so caught up because, first of all, as being men, and I'm dealing with this right now as being a man. God created us almost in his image, so we do a lot of things. We go get it. We're go-getters. We're gonna go create things. We're gonna go make things happen. We're gonna do this. But a lot of times in that making happen, you miss your blessing because you going here when God is really saying your blessing is over here.
Over there. Yep, that's where it's at. Man, hey, check it out, man. You play. I got a drum beat that I had already, man.
Okay.
On our way out, man, I'm going to play this beat. You mind just jamming some keys with it, man? Yeah,
sure.
You can play whatever you want, man.
Okay.
I'm going to set this up real quick.
Sure.
Let me take this out.
Get the funky monkey.
Yeah, the funky monkey over there, man. Go ahead and hit it. See what you got. All right. Let me see. Alright, get this together. Just gonna loop this. I'm just gonna loop it right there, man. We just gonna jam it on out, man. Here we go. I can speed it up if you want me to. Already, y'all, man. We about to get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all checking out this episode, man. Y'all make sure y'all share this, man. Y'all subscribe, man. Let's get this thing going, man. Thank you to my man Jesse Moore, man. Jay Moore, man. Producer, songwriter, musician, man. Husband. Minister, man, my man. Appreciate you coming through, man. Already, y'all, this is the BeatStreet Podcast, man. We out.